Welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. This is the show that gives you everything you need to know before the big game kicks off. Today the Championship resumes after the international break. Derby County back in action here at Pride Park Stadium, hosting Cardiff City. Well, the Rams went into the break with a fantastic win over Bristol City here, and we'll talk to one of the goal scorers from that 3-0 victory in just a moment. Derby have won both league games at home to start this new Championship season, and there could be debuts today for their deadline day signings. Marcus Harness and Nat Phillips, both available for the first time this afternoon. Phillips was on loan at Cardiff last season, and there are plenty of former Bluebirds in this Derby squad, from Nathaniel Mendez-Lang and Curtis Nelson to midfielder Ibu Adams, who made his loan move permanent in the summer. Cardiff are still searching for their first win of the season. They picked up just 1 point from their opening 4 games. It came away at Swansea in the South Wales derby. Performances haven't been too bad, but Cardiff have been beaten by Sunderland, Burnley and then Middlesbrough in their final game before the break. But this is a side that was in the mix for the playoffs for long spells last season and scored a league best 21 goals from set pieces. They've also had Derby's number in recent years. They arrive at Pride Park looking for a 4th straight win over the Rams, who haven't beaten them since Cameron Jerome's double back in April of 2018. Yes, it has been a while since Derby's last victory over Cardiff, but Derby are in terrific form here at Pride Park Stadium. It's 9 wins in a row in all competitions after that 3-0 victory over Bristol City before the break. David Ozoh got his first senior career goal.
No, it's been good. One thing I wanted to do was to play games, and the manager gave me reassurance when I came in. So I'm happy.
The biggest compliment I think we can pay you is you don't look like a man that's only started, 5 games in senior football. How have you found it playing week in, week out for, I guess, the first time?
No, it was tough at the start, but the boys helped me grow into it, and I think I just thank the manager for giving me the confidence to play week in, week out, and just getting better and better each week.
Has there been a learning curve at all? Because it does seem as though you've got better with every game.
Yeah, it has. Every game I go back into huddle and watch my clips back and just see what I can do better. So yeah, that's how I improve, yeah.
And how have you found the Championship? I know you've had some experience in the Premier League. Is the Championship noticeably different?
Yeah, it's more end-to-end. Premier League is just more calm, but yeah, it's just about adapting and you try and watch as much games as you can and just realise what you can do better each game. So yeah.
I assume professional athletes are wired a little bit differently to the rest of us, but were there any nerves, any trepidation at all coming into the season for you?
Yeah, there is. Obviously before I was coming on for 10 minutes, and this season I knew there'll be a bigger role for me. So there was a little bit of nerves, but I think with each game it's going down and down. So yeah.
Tell me about the role that the manager's asked you to play in this team.
He just asked me to come in and just express myself, and I had a Zoom call with him and told me that don't be scared to make any mistakes, and I think that's one thing that's really helped me. Is that the manager has told me that, and it can be a problem for a lot of players when they think they can't make any mistakes. So I think the manager gave me reassurance and just win the ball, which that's my best attribute for me. So yeah.
He wants you to take risks and try to make things happen.
Yeah, that's what he wants me to do.
Tell me about that first goal. How did that feel?
I don't know how I done that, to be fair. Everyone's asking me how I had that much energy in the 90th minute, but no, it was just good. Getting the ball from the back, running all the way to the front. Saw Ibu make that run. Don't know how he had the energy as well. And yeah, saw it come edge of the box, and I just thought I had to beat my man to that.
You talk about Ibu there, and I want to ask about teammates, because I think you and he and I think Kenzo, was it, are pretty close? Yeah,
no, we're pretty close. I think from the first day, both of them made me feel welcome straight away, and I'm just grateful to have both of them. Just fantastic people and just great players on the pitch, and it's easy when I get to play with Kenzo and Ibu.
Is it the 3 of you that play that little game at the end of training? You still play that?
I think Kenzo quit because I win every week, but we play 2-touch every week after training. So yeah.
Tell me about developing bonds like that when you come into a new group, because it must always be a little bit strange to do that.
No, it's important. I thought obviously joining a new club is tough, but Derby just made it so good for me. Like, honestly, it just feels like I've been here for 5 years, and I'm just grateful to every player. Like, there's not one player I can talk bad of, so yeah, it's important.
That's good to hear. Coming out of the international break, first game back at home to Cardiff on Saturday. 2 games at Pride Park so far, 2 wins. Tell me about the atmosphere in that stadium.
So good. It's crazy. It's loud as well. When I'm playing, I can hear the fans chanting. But no, it's good. You know, we're trying to make it a fortress. We're trying to make it as hard for any team to come in. And I think we've done a pretty good job. 2 wins out of 2, and I feel that we can win as many games as we can at Pride Park.
That's Derby midfielder David Ozoh, the Rams hosting Cardiff City here at Pride Park Stadium this afternoon. Now, a fortnight ago, Rams assistant head coach Richie Barker had to watch the win over Bristol City from the director's box. He was serving a 1-match ban after he was sent off at Watford. Well, there'll be someone else occupying that seat today, the Cardiff manager, Erol Bulut.
Well, I will be on the director's box. Yes, director's box. So, like a fan, I will watch the game from outside. Thanks to the referees.
So, will you have phone contact with? Is it Nicholas or is it Omar who will be in charge on the touchline?
Yeah, we are all together on the. We will be all together on the phone. So we will. So I will try to help my guys from the director's box.
Erol, I've seen you on the side. You're a live wire. You're full of it. You're bouncing around. How will you cope watching in the director's box?
So sometimes you have to try. But yeah, I'm a person who is always very active. Is it on the line? Is it now on the director's box? So, but I have to control myself for sure. So let's see.
Last couple from me. Few familiar faces at Derby. Ibo Adams being one of them that you'll face. What have you made of Derby's start?
Well, Epps did well last season over there, so he wanted to leave, and when a player wants to leave or wants to go away, so I think it's not the best way to try to keep him, because when they head to somewhere else. So he had a good season, and I wish him good luck, but not for Saturday.
Yeah. Finally, obviously, since the last time we saw you, Sol Bamba has passed away, which has hit this club hard. Did you know him at all? Did you have anything to do with Sol?
Well, I know him as a player from Trabzonspor, so I met him also last season here when we start. How I know from the Turkish Super League, from our guys over there, great guy, great character, and I met him a few times. We talk a little bit. Really good person. As a player, was also a good one, and of course for Cardiff City fans, he's one of the best players. Or he was also very good with the fans and with the fan bases and like that.
The Cardiff boss Erol Bulut there on the sad passing of Sol Bamba, who died late last month at the age of just 39. He really was a real hero at Cardiff and a gentleman. Tributes have poured in from across the footballing world. Plenty of former teammates here at Derby, actually. Nathaniel Mendes-Lang and Curtis Nelson both played with Sol Bamba at Cardiff.
A really special human being. A great footballer, obviously, but somebody who he could light up any room, and he walked in with his smile, his energy. And you know, when I first went to Cardiff, he was a senior player. He really took me under his wing, and he showed me and my family a lot of love. You know, I send my love to his family and his loved ones, and it was a tough time for everyone in football, I think. Anyone who was fortunate enough to meet him, they will tell you the same and speak highly of him. What a person he was, father, husband. He was a real top guy.
Probably the nicest guy, the happiest person that I've met in football and in life, I think, in general. His smile, his energy, everything about him when I was playing with him at Cardiff and even off the pitch was just amazing. There was nothing that I could never say a bad word about him. He was a very loving husband, very loving friend, father. He was genuinely the best person that you could ever meet, and I had the pleasure of obviously playing with him at Cardiff, and he made my time at Cardiff very enjoyable, and he helped me after I left as well. So I have nothing but positive words to say about him, and obviously all my thoughts and love are going to him and his friends and his family at this time.
And I'm sure there will be many more tributes to Sol Bamba today and next weekend as well. The Championship got back underway after the international break last night. Sheffield United winning at Hull, who were still without a victory to start this new season. Leeds against Burnley looks like the tastiest tie of the weekend. That's one of the lunchtime games today. Luton will try to get their first win at Millwall. And at Oxford, Mark Harris will set a Championship record if he scores against Stoke. He scored in all 4 games for them so far. One game tomorrow, Portsmouth hosting West Brom. Here at Pride Park, it is Derby County against Cardiff City. Let's check in with again an injury update from Derby boss Paul Warne before we go. Almost a clean bill of health for the Rams head coach, with the exception of Tawanda Chilewa, injured on international duty.
T hasn't. T unfortunately took a concussion, so he's got be missing the next 2 games. But Nat's fine, Jacob's fine, Ibu's fine. Ibu trained Tuesday, so the rest of them are fine, yeah, so all good.
Good news.
My family are back.
Do you miss them when they're away?
No. That's not, I'm trying to be funny. I don't miss them like I pine for, like, you know, a child or something, but training's just different. It's just a different chemistry. Like, Nat's a big personality, obviously, so it does feel different, you know, but also you also know that you're training without a game at the end of the week, so the place feels different anyway, and that's probably, you know, the cherry on the cake, so to speak.
You didn't have international breaks last season. One of the benefits, I guess, of being back in the Championship is that you do. Are they useful for you?
Personally, from a football club point of view, I think they're pretty useful because it feels like we've got a lot of the players back. It's a good time to reset and look at, you know, the first few games and, you know, where we went wrong and how we can improve, because obviously you've got to get loads of things wrong all the time. Newsflash. So it's good for that, for us as coaches. It's good to be able to do some work into the players without worrying about fatigue and stuff like that. So that's quite good. I do enjoy that, and I do enjoy having a break. There's no disputing that. I enjoy going away with my wife. I need to keep your energies going. So everyone feels great at the moment. You know, the summer's sort of now waning, isn't it? But you're full of energy. But it's like November, December when the 2 games a week come in, 3 games a week come in, and it's exhausting that you just need to recharge when you can. So I enjoy letting the lads have some time. I'm now doing a meeting in a minute about everyone had to send a photo in, which I did last year, about where they've been. So some people have been to more extravagant places than others. So I look forward to giving them stick on that. But yeah, I think a rest is good, and obviously everyone knows this, but I can talk, so I think it's nice for everyone's ears to stop bleeding for a few days and come in and get ready for the next set of games.
On to Saturday, Cardiff visiting Pride Park. They've not had the start that they would have wanted. Did the break come at a good time for them, do you think?
Well, we've watched the games. They've done really well in the games, so I'm not being disrespectful. They drew with Swansea, which is a tough local derby. Obviously, it's a bit similar to us playing one down the road, so that is a fiery one. I think they lost to Burnley. They lost to Middlesbrough in a really close game, and they lost to Sunderland that won every game. So look, it's just such a small pocket of games. You know, it's not a fair representation of, you know, how well they've been doing. So we know we're going to have to be at our best. Against Middlesbrough, I think they had 2 cleared off the line before Middlesbrough took the lead. So obviously they would want more points, but everyone does, you know. Everyone wants, I'd like to have 7 or 9 points. So a break helps everyone, every coaching group, every, you know, group of players, and you start again fresh. So I look forward to the game, and obviously what's happened to their old captain, you know, obviously passed away, Sol, which is really sad. A really good guy. I spoke to him a few times on the side of the pitch, in fairness. I was there for his comeback game, so really sad in that respect. But looking forward to the game, and hopefully we can perform at a level that 30,000 people can leave feeling hugely entertained by.
That's Paul Warne, and this has been the build-up from RamsTV. It's Derby County against Cardiff City this afternoon at Pride Park Stadium. Overseas viewers can watch it on RamsTV. Get your Game Pass now at dcfc.co.uk. Matchday Live is with you from 2:30. Until then, goodbye.